Suppose we have some insect sitting on our hand. Now what to do? Somebody may hit it, okay? Or else what to do? Somebody may blow it away. Or else let us take an example of a candle. What we can do? We can blow the candle to put it off. So when we are blowing the candle off, what is happening? You see what happens? The abdominal muscles contract. Okay. Same blowing, instead of doing it through mouth, when we do it through nose, that becomes Kapalabhati Kriya. Okay. So you can see here what happened. Abdomen went inside. You can also try. Now instead of mouth, we are going to use nose. Let us do that. Here, one more important instruction is that we are not supposed to inhale. What we are supposed to do? We are only supposed to exhale. Then how we will inhale? Inhalation happens through automatic elastic recoil of the lung. Okay? So that is how we are practicing Kapalabhati Kriya. Now there are some changes which happen because of that. That is that carbon dioxide gets washed out from the blood. So we all know that blood has something called as pH, that is acidity or alkaline nature of the blood. Okay, so it might be 7.35 to 7.45. Now, if suppose carbon dioxide gets retained in the blood, then blood becomes acidic because of carbonic acid. If carbon dioxide is washed out too much, then blood becomes alkaline. So it will behave like alkali. So what is the benefit of that? If there is more and more acidity, it is pro-inflammatory. What does it mean? Pro-inflammatory means by inflammation, the body responds to any threat. For example, infection by virus. So whenever virus attacks, the inflammation happens because of the virus. Virus will, it will irritate the immune system, and immune system will attack on the virus to kill it. Now, during that time, acidity of the blood increases. And if acidity is more, the damage is also more. Okay, so that is why if our body is primarily alkaline, more alkaline towards, we are taking alkaline diet, we are taking care of our acidity of the body. I'm talking about blood, not the stomach. Okay, so if it is happening, then our response, our immune response will be adequate. It will be sufficient to kill only the virus, not our own cells. But when it releases in extra amount because of the surrounding acidity, what happens? The damage happens, collateral damage. Virus also gets killed, and in addition to that, our cells also get killed. That is why alkaline nature of blood is extremely important. And gentle Kapalabhati Kriya will help us to maintain alkaline nature of our blood. Okay, so now how to do? There are many ways shown in many videos. Out of my experience of last 20 years of yoga practice, I can tell you that very mild amount of this practice needs to be done. Not necessary to do 1000 strokes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, no. Even if you do for 2-3 minutes also, it is sufficient. And considering various factors, I teach is 10 strokes, 20 strokes, 30 strokes, 40 strokes, 50 strokes, like that. So what we will do, we will repeat this sequence up to 60. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay. So now you have to focus only on your umbilicus, only on your exhalation, as if you're blowing out a candle or blowing a fly or a mosquito away. And just focus on exhalation. Okay. No need of inhaling. So right now we will do 10 strokes. Okay. Those who have too much of big tummy, they need to do some breathing exercises, some different breathing exercises which are available on my YouTube channel. You can go through it. Those who have back pain should not do it. Those who have headache or fits or hypertension, they also should not do it. But however, 10, 20, 30 strokes, they don't harm as such. Okay. You can learn, you can master only the technique, and slowly, if it has to, it will help you and it will improve your overall constitution. Okay. Now 20 strokes. So this is 20. Now 30. Forty. Na hatat, na balat. What does it mean? If you get tired, if you feel that you are not comfortable, then there only you should stop. There is no need to go beyond your capacity. You should feel comfortable. If you are feeling comfortable, then only you should move. Okay? Next is 50. Observe the changes which are happening. There is something called as exhaustion. After this carbon dioxide wash, some chemical changes happen in the body which will lead to decreased respiratory drive. If we are doing it up to one level where complete washout is there, at that time the breathing will stop on its own. That stopping of breathing is called as Kevala Kumbhaka. Kumbhaka means retention of breath. But here, the retention of breath is after exhaustion of the breath. That is why it is called as Kevala Kumbhaka. It's not necessary to get it done on the very first go. It's not necessary. We can just evolve into this process and see what changes are happening in the body. Now the last round is 60. So just enjoy. It should be rhythmic. It should be enjoyable. It should be non-exhausting. Okay? If you are getting exhausted, then there is no meaning in doing pranayam or kriya or anything. Kriyas specifically are supposed to be done to feel more energetic, not exhausted. If your kriya leads you to exhaustion, it means that that kriya was not done properly. Okay? So let us do this. 60 rounds. Observe the changes. Completely relax the body and the mind. And observe the changes which have happened in the body and the mind. Our next practice is going to be Shambhavi Mudra.